More outnumbered in just a moment, but first to Jenna Lee with what's coming up in the second hour of Happening Now. Jenna?
Hi there, Andrea. Some new details on Jeb Bush's plans today. He's reportedly gathering his team in Florida ahead of what could be a presidential announcement. He's already leading in the fundraising battle, so we'll go in depth next hour on that. Also, we're going to explore the fate of a Washington Post reporter being held in Iran. You had a great conversation on that. He, of course, is being charged with espionage. We're going to talk to his editor at the Washington Post and to the Wall Street Journal's Jerry Seib, who was also jailed in Iran as a journalist years ago. And some new pictures coming in from Southern California, a car off a cliff. Fresh details on this, a developing story out of California. Andrea, top of the hour.
All right, thanks, Jenna.
Is this the most demanding party invitation ever? An email for a child's first birthday party is going viral after the parents included some very specific demands for their guests, including instructions on gift receipts. Quote, when we return items without receipts, we only get about 50% of the value. So it's like throwing away money if you don't include the receipts with the gifts. The parents also go on to ask their guests to, quote, refrain from any personalized gifts that would be used outside of the house because, according to them, quote, clothing with names is the #1 thing that leads to kidnapping, so we don't need to broadcast the child's name on clothing or toys, end quote. Now, I know for myself, I would say to those parents, if you want the toy, buy it. What do you think? Is what,
you know, I would say, okay, can you do me a favor? Can you leave me off your Evite list for everything ever? Because we don't. I don't care if we popped out of the same mom. Like you and I are not friends.
Yeah,
lazy and exhausting. And I would also say I can't give you a gift receipt for this toy because I'm re-gifting it.
Exactly.
That's what you do. If your child doesn't like something or it's a double,
of course,
you give it to another child for another birthday because it's a child's birthday.
I'd go further. I would say I'd like to give your child the gift of experience away from you. I'll babysit your child for an hour.
For free or something.
But you know what? But you bring up a great point. I mean, what we really pass on to our kids truly is memories. In the end, all this crap we buy them, do they really
But I would want to
remember?
rescue that child from that parent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, it is the experience.
But what about this materialism that we see in these parents? I don't think it's isolated. I mean, this is an extreme case of something else that's happening in the culture.
Yeah, it's bigger than materialism. I mean, you mentioned that they pass on memories to their kids. They also pass on 50 Shades of Cray, as Kennedy said. I mean, this is 50 Shades of crazy and controlling. I mean, to me, the first thing that jumps out is these are major control freaks as parents. And if I'm a mom, I'm RSVPing no.
All right, here we go.
And maybe sending them a gift certificate to go see a therapist. Yeah.
I'm going to defend the parents here.
You are?
I'm going to defend the parents. It's a bit intense, I'll admit that. And also, it's a 1-year-old, so there will be no memory whatsoever of this party for that child ever.
Amen.
But I'm a planner. And I like how meticulously planned this party is. And I'm not always the best gift giver, so I like someone just laying it out for me, saying, here's what we need, here's what we don't need, just make it easy.
You're
and
a
that's
dude.
what they do.
You're a guy.
Yeah, so are half the population.
Call the mom and say, what does she want? And she can say, you know what? Finger paints. Done. Don't put it in such an explicit instruction like everyone is
It's a
learning
roadmap.
disabled child.
It's easy.
Whatever happened to showing up and having,
parenting.
you know, well, clowns are scary, but, you know, just showing up and eating cake and having fun and playing.
Exactly. It becomes about the gift instead of the party. And truthfully, I think kids, look, I mean, little kids are looking forward to getting the gift on their birthday. I know that you know, that's true. But truly, all the other kids just want to have fun. And I think this just sort of puts...
But they get enough gifts from their parents. It's teaching them to expect so many gifts. And then they grow up and they end up being one of these crazy people that celebrates their birthdays for a month.
Please don't tell my daughter this, but at her most recent birthday party, on the eve, I put gifts optional because you end up getting so much stuff that they don't use.
Yep, you don't know what to do with it. I don't know where to put it.
And you're so blessed. You're going to give it away. You're going to donate it to other families. And so I let people know that if you give a gift, please help in the donation process. Keep it neutral, gender neutral.
And an iconic food familiar to millions of Americans that you could gift me for my birthday is getting revamped. Wait till you hear what's in store for Kraft macaroni and cheese, my favorite food, and whether it will taste and look the same.